It's week 1 of the NFL. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC South rivals. It's the Buccaneers and the Panthers on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night, all sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And when you watch Corral play, you have to be impressed with just how fearless he is in any situation. Excellent in the pocket, accurate, ball gets out of his hands quickly. He also can break out and create big plays as well, often with his legs. A tough runner, a tough leader. This guy has big-time potential.
Now wasting no time, Corral going to the air. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great pattern so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Corral with it. First down here. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Kennedy being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Kennedy. It's caught on the right side at Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Kennedy. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll go down at the 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Sims, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Out now Andrew Mevis for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Mevis knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
To throw on 3rd down, Kennedy. And that will be incomplete as well.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now Corral. Out quickly to Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Corral. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Meanwhile, Corral's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Nevis knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory. Russell Wilson, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Curtis Samuel, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And things didn't work out for him as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Antonio Gibson, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 3rd down, Kennedy. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. DJ Moore. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. It's a run with Akers. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off play action. Kennedy. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw on 3rd down, Kennedy. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Kennedy to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kennedy. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Corral. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Corral's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 44 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Carolina, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.